Hi, my name is Katie Ray Mackey, and I am a school-based occupational therapist. And I recently transitioned from working in the schools to now working virtually. And I wanted to share with you some of my tips and strategies for working with families and our e-helpers virtually with our students who have more moderate to severe needs. So, some of these things that I want to show you are using common household items. When we're in the school setting, sometimes we have all of our fun goodies, built-up handles, universal cuffs, those types of things readily available within our little OT bag. So now we're working virtually, and some of our families and e-helpers may not have all of those tools in their homes, or maybe you're not able to ship them to them. So we're gonna look at some things that we can use right here, some things that I've got for my kitchen and around the house to support my students with moderate to severe disabilities. So one of the things that is easy to create using a paper plate is a hand guard. So a lot of our students have access to the kitchen now, and that's a great way to work on fine motor skills, executive functioning, even planning, motor planning. What a great way to work on those skills. However, we want to make sure that we're doing it safe. And we want to make sure that we can guide our e-helpers into setting up that area safely so our students can be successful. So one of the things that I created is a hand guard out of a paper plate. So just using this paper plate, cutting down the middle of it, cutting a hole. And this is something that I would video myself doing and send it to the e-helper. So that way they could do it in advance, or they could at least watch it in advance prior to our session. So that way if they have questions or if they need to get supplies ready, they're able to do that. So there's one little strategy I gave you. Video modeling yourself for the e-helper and for your student. So we have our plate here. I've just cut out a wedge and a hole, and then you're just going to bend it over, and you can use a stapler. Make sure that you're stapling upside down. That way those little prongs on the staple don't hit that person's hand. And as another added strategy, you can guide parents and e-helpers into using tape as a visual cue for hand placement. So here I have black electrical tape. You can use red or green, or after you've consulted with that family and the e-helper, whatever works best and is more visually attending for that student. So I'm just lining that along that seam. And no, this won't last forever. It's a paper plate, but that's okay. You've given those skills to the e-helper to recreate it again. So what I can do now is put my veggie peeler. I can put it through here, and it's going to protect my hand while I peel the vegetables. Or I can, if I had a carrot or a cucumber, make the hole bigger, put the carrot or the cucumber through this hole and then begin to peel. That way our students are able to participate in that task while still protecting their hand. So that's just one little strategy that I wanted to share with you. You can also put similar to a wrist support that you would put on a pencil to stay in place. You can loop that through, poke a hole into your guard, and just like if we were having that pencil to stay in place, now we're going to be able to have our peel guard stay in place on our wrist. So we can put that around our wrist, and now it can stay on our hand while we're peeling, just as an added support. So filming yourself doing this, creating a video ahead of time, and providing that with any supports or strategies like I've shown, providing that to the e-helper and the student ahead of time will really help facilitate motor planning, executive functioning, and just giving that student that ability to know what the task is and what it involves in setup, and helping them be a little bit more autonomous. So I hope you enjoyed this one little strategy. Yes, I have a bunch more strategies to share with you, and I hope you will join me on this upcoming webinar that I will be a part of with my colleague Molly Van Dams, and it's Telehealth Strategies for Children with Moderate to Severe Disabilities. That's on March 15th from 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it is an AOTA approved course for 1 hour. So I hope you'll join me, as I have plenty of other strategies for our students with moderate to severe disabilities and their e-helpers that I would like to share with you. Thank you so much for your time, and have a good day.